incredible for me, like to be able to shift the stories around where I had felt like I had been taken advantage of, like with financially, and I shifted all of those stories. Was able to have really deep compassion for myself rather than feeling like a victim. This has had profound effect on my romantic relationship. It has just taken it to such another level. For me, the two have always been really kind of tangled together. So it's really felt like it's really cleared that. And I literally last week, I was going through some of my paperwork, which I'd kind of been avoiding. And I suddenly realized, I looked at my bank account and all of a sudden I'm getting all this extra money. And I'm like, where is that coming from? And I literally don't really even need to work. And I'm like, this is wild. And I didn't even have that in my space. So yeah, this has been really, really incredible. It opened a lot for me.
And I love that this has also opened up your relationship space, because I know we've been opening the channels for receiving, so it doesn't really matter what the receiving is. Money is just one piece. Love is another part of an abundance of love. How we do anything is how we do everything.
If I look back 21 days ago, it's painful. I was in such fear, anxiety. I was having all sorts of physical symptoms. I was trying to use all the tools that I had. I felt frantic because nothing seemed to be working. It didn't take me long before I felt that fear fade away, the anxiety fade away. And now I really have this sense of calmness. I also feel I've stepped into my power. I was always a people pleaser, but for the most part, I am just looking at myself. I don't feel selfish for doing that anymore. I really do feel differently. And this is something I've gone to a lot of healers, and I've never felt. So I thank you for this.
Now, before we started this, I was in I was in purgatory. I was restless. I was scattered. I was extremely, leaking so much energy. I was very much so paranoid. I was very much fearful, extremely, deep in despair of scarcity, struggle, shame, so much of that, and just feeling totally worthless. But now I am feeling extremely empowered. I'm resting. I've reclaimed pleasure and play and potency and, a lot of intuition in my body. I'm able to really be much more efficient. I've manifested a lash extension certification program. Yeah, I only had to pay 5% of a financial freedom investment pack.
Wow. When I started, I said I wanted to be chronic pain-free. And I was really specific about using the word chronic because I understand that, pain is there to tell us something. And I'm pleased to say 3 weeks in, I don't have the chronic pain anymore. And I can tell the difference between the pains that I've got. So before it used to be combinations of pain. So I can tell you yesterday and today I was feeling really tired and I had groggy head. My neck kind of hurt a little bit. I know that's food. I knew that's food, but the emotional stuff, the things that I'd been holding on to for so long that was causing that constant things there, it's not there anymore. It's gone. And that happened after we had that discussion where you told me to think about my 10-year-old self and what would she have to say. And I did reflect on that and I journaled on that. And the insight was that was the moment I stopped believing in me and I believed everybody else. And my reality of the world was outside and I couldn't be me anymore. So it was huge to have that revelation and to release it.
Wow.
And allow myself to be me. So
yes, that's so heartwarming. So amazing.
I haven't said it out loud. Yeah, it's amazing.
And so when you say chronic pain, how many years have you been in pain?
Oh, for as long as I can remember. Wow. At least from 16, 17, 18.
Wow.
Always had back pain, always. And but the thing is, I've done so much work prior to coming to you. I was just at that point where I was like, I just don't want this anymore. I know it's reduced, but why is there still something? Like, and I just couldn't get it. And thank you so much for helping guide me to find my way to release that.
Wow, this is what I live for. So thank you so much, so much. That's such a blessing.
Thank you.
To be able to hear that, and the fact that you're sharing this can help so many more people. And so, thank you so much for doing the work. This is doing the work. Yeah.
Working with you, Kimberly, it's just picked me up. I signed up for your class, and you just pulled me up out of the water. And I just think, I can't do it. I just don't have the energy. I'm doing all this other stuff. Where am I going to find the time? And it has literally changed my life. I'm back on my spiritual path where I used to be. I mean, I'm just so in touch with everything, the new levels that I'm reaching. And you have firsthand in that, Kimberly.
For me, the last 18 days have been extraordinary. So much happened in just a short period of time. My work schedule got so full. People were just coming in and bringing me money, even when I forgot. I took a major, what I thought in the beginning, risk to take a 2-week vacation. I've never done that before. Honestly, my schedule got full before, and it's full for the week I get back. Wow. I sold a piece of art for a substantial amount of money. Client came in and said, how much? I gave an amount and they wrote the check. I was like, it's that effortless. I feel in total gratitude to you, Kimberly, for doing these programs. They're amazing. Yeah, much love. Thank you so much.
Having a bit more fun, a bit more joy, feeling lighter. The other thing is things are flowing a little bit easier. During the last 3 weeks, I've had a job offer, an extra job offer, I should say, which I've taken on board, which is a much better fit for myself. And I think I'll feel happier in that role. And that'll start in the new year, which is brilliant. So I think it's obviously quite down to this experience that we've had. So I'm grateful for that.
During these 21 days, I've really become more centered and also realized, I have already worked a lot with that, how much fear there was in many aspects of me, or fears that, as we discovered, was not even my fear. And I have been outer driven so much, always wanting to do what the environment needs me for. So I thought that I would find my purpose in life by the answer is in the room, basically, who is needing what. And that's how I lived my life.
Right.
And I suddenly could feel that center of possibility of standing alone, completely sovereign, actually. And that was a beautiful, beautiful experience. And thank you so much. Achieved what I wanted from it.
The epiphany for me was I could sell my business. And I'm like, and for me, my business, I need money, I need this and that. And in one day, I said I could sell my business. And then we had the break, and, I could tell I was on break. My action stopped, my positivity stopped. But now that I've started this class, I got back into action. I'm more positive.
And I could totally tell that I had stopped everything. And when we jumped into this class, I'm now, today I'm negotiating a price for my business. I am kind of sure, but not really what I want to do next. I don't care. Everybody who's not here yet, you will get there. It just takes that one little bit of faith. I don't know well, you know what it is, Kimberly. It's all about energy. And when it comes, and you'll see it and you'll start believing it, and it'll just be a roller coaster. It'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Momentum will keep you going, and everyone will get there.
It's consistency and so I love that you shared how, what happened when in between programs, when you just stopped doing everything. And then everything reflected that, right?
Yeah.
And so then when you got back on board, then things started showing up again. So that really emphasizes the need to stay consistent. That's why this is a practice, because you're going to keep attracting what you are. You know, the rings don't care what it amplifies.
And I just wanted to say again, thank you.
You're
I
so
feel
welcome.
so blessed to know you.
Thank you, my dear. So great to have all of you guys here.